Hello everyone, welcome to class 8 Social Science History Chapter 1 How, When and Where. In this chapter, broad categories are how important are dates, which dates, how do we periodize, what is colonial, how we do know administration, sources of information, and what official records do not tell. First topic is how important are dates. Dates are important in history as dates tell us importance of any event. History is concerned with dates and events. Also, history give us fair chance to compare past with present, either mistakes or achievements. We must learn from the past and not to repeat the mistakes and to achieve the goals as achievements from the past. We must continue to associate history with a string of dates. While studying history, there are various dates which we combine together that make a movement or an event or series of event. If we take example of Indian freedom struggle, it was not an act of a day to get freedom to our India. There were sequence of events that took place, or there were number of people they took part at various places on various dates. Let's discuss about which dates. Dates which are identified as major events in the history that include independence to India from the British rule, that focuses on several events which are important for making India independent. There were various events important such as Dandi March by Mahatma Gandhi and Simon Go Back by Congress. There are various reasons and consequences we must learn about various dates. Various dates are related to any event such as boycott of British goods under Swadeshi movement and revolt of 1857 by various leaders in India against British East India Company. Let's discuss about how do we periodize. We are divided under various historical periods that are known as ancient, medieval and modern. But during British rule, a person who was a historian, James Mill, he said that Indian history must be categorized on the basis of Hindus, Muslim and British. In his theory, he said that in ancient period, Hindus ruled mostly in India, Muslims ruled during medieval period, and there was rule of British during modern time. But his theory was rejected by various historians by stating that in ancient period not only Hindus but also Buddhist and Jain people existed. In medieval period not only Muslim but various Hindu and Sikh rulers emerged, and in British period not only British but also great leaders like Mahatma Gandhi emerged. Hence, we periodize our history into ancient, medieval, and modern. British tried to show through their study of history only British rules, their culture, laws that uphold Indians civilized. There are various instances where we can find that for the same event various other names are given. For the event of 1857 that took place mostly in North India, various names are given like Sepoy Mutiny, Revolt of 1857, and First War of Independence that we shall learn in next chapters in history. These names are given on different context on the theories of British and Indian people, and hence we can say that there are significant sources of study the periods of events through British people, through Indian people. We must know actual happening of that time. If we think about actual happening, we may consider that in the revolt of 1857 various leaders they took part, various farmers took part in the revolt, sepoys took part in the revolt. As we discussed, Indian history is divided into three parts: ancient, medieval, and modern. In class 8th history, we will study about modern history, history that deal with British Raj and Indian freedom struggle. Let's talk about what is colonial. Establishment of a foreign country in other country in colonies is known as colonial powers. When any country start their trade in any of the country and start exploiting the resources is known as colonization. Colonial rule in India resulted in cultural changes in India that changed our dresses, food habits, language, working pattern, etc. Let's discuss about administration, about British rule. British kept various records of their proceedings. There were various procedures during British rule, and each and every paper, each and every file got preserved by these people. That include various letters, memos, various orders. These all documents and artifacts are preserved in archives and museums. Archives are the places where important documents are preserved, including books or any orders. Museums are the places where mostly objects are placed. There are various administrative sources through which we come to know about what was the pattern of administration by the British, including report and including surveys. Not only British but also Indian people were trying to narrate the problems during British rule, including Lokmanya Tilak in his daily Kesari and Veer Damodar Vinayak Savarkar in his poem Ne Madasya Ne Parat Matrubhumila. There are various sources of information. Let's talk about that. Official records, letters, memos, surveys, newspapers, magazines, autobiographies, reports, etc. are the sources of information of modern period of history that we go through. At those time, people also surveyed various places and made maps. They studied about the culture of people, studied about the zoology, studied about botany. They studied about how Indians cultivate the crops. They studied about soil types in India, and these all helped them to rule India in a better way. Not only British, but also Indians were there who were writing various sources of history. British tried to focus on the rule or the policies made by them. Ban on sati practice and establishment of railways goes to British administration. Many of the times, British official records do not reveal many aspects of India. Let's discuss that. Official records made by British do not tell what were the needs of the people. Hence, needs of the people cannot be known from the official records. Number of times, British were trying to hide the actual facts or the truth and only show one aspect of that event. Number of times, many British officials or many British documents reveal only facts about British achievements, their drawbacks, or the problems that arose due to British rule are not discussed. Here is the end of this chapter. Hope you enjoyed this chapter. If you are having any queries, doubts, any questions, you may put in comment box. Thank you.